What's going on, you guys? Griffin here with Country Slickers, and today we're going to bring you guys a quick update on our nitrogen fix for our KRX 1000 shocks. So a little while ago, I want to say about a year ago, we did the nitrogen fix. So we got some shock therapy caps, put our new shock caps on, and then refilled our nitrogen. So not to our surprise, that was a huge change. We got much better suspension. We got much more quality of ride. We gained some height back. We went from 12 to around 14 and a half inches of clearance. So we got some height back, and just overall the machine rode way better. It eliminated the spring sag that people had us thinking was the issue, so we didn't have to replace our upper tender springs. We just ended up putting those shock caps on and then recharging to about 185 psi of nitrogen in all four corners. So that was about a year ago, and now we want to bring you the update. So this is 1 year later. So just to update you guys, we have not lost much ride height at all. I'm going to get out the measuring tape and I want to measure this for you guys so you guys can see the difference. But overall, it really enhanced the ride. We didn't have to spend the money on new tenders. We didn't lose any of our ride quality in terms of how the KRX performs or the way that that it came from the factory, but we did get the clearance back and we didn't have to change anything major. So that's what today's video is about. We're going to go through it. We're going to show you if any of the nitrogen pressure was lost, what our ground clearance is at, and just overall how the machine's been. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back after this quick introduction. Grabbing my bear spray. We are way out here. We need to be on that side. Unfortunately, we were going down a trail exploring. Trail fix. We're good. Yeah, good. Rim exploded. Look at this. In business. Minus the shock. At this time, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors for making this YouTube channel possible. Okay, you guys, so I've got the machine here. We've been putting tons and tons of miles on this. We've put over 1,000 kilometers on since we did our nitrogen top up. So we recharged everything to 185 psi, and that put us to where we are today. So I'm gonna get the measuring tape out, and I just wanna show you guys ground clearance wise where we're at. So in my first video, which I'll link below, is whenever we installed those shock therapy caps on our suspension. So I'll link that below in the description so you guys can check that out. But you can see here we have these nitrogen caps that that we put in, and then these are the Schrader valves that we used to charge them. So that is stock everything. We haven't changed anything else. Stock springs, upper and lowers. The tender springs haven't been changed. We haven't made any differences in the preload adjustments, nothing. So, but that's it. And we do have these on all four corners. You guys can see on the back there, we have those there as well. That's where we're at. So I'm gonna grab the measuring tape real quick, and I just wanna show you guys where we're sitting at for ground clearance. 1 year later, we're sitting at about 13 and a half inches in the front. And in the rear, looks like about the same. We're sitting about 13 inches in the rear. So, now, granted, we do have a bit of extra equipment on the machine now from the last time that we did a video on this. We have put front and rear windshield. We put the doors on there. We've got the fenders, the fender flares. There's a chainsaw in there as well. So there's a little bit of extra equipment that would be weighing it down, but we definitely shouldn't be down. Next step, we're gonna load up the side-by-side. We're gonna rip this over to my good buddy VJ's shop, and we're gonna take a look at what our nitrogen pressure is at. So perhaps we've lost a little bit. So we're gonna go over there right now. I'm gonna load this thing up, and we'll see what we're looking at. And it's crazy how warm it is today. So pretty out today. So we got the machine all loaded. We're just heading out to go see VJ. We'll see what this shock pressure's at. Now, a couple of you guys are probably wondering why we're doing a follow-up video. So the big thing is that I did notice over the last few rides that the suspension was starting to feel a little bit softer than I'm used to anyway. So I'm pretty sure we have a little bit of nitrogen leaking. It could also be that the suspension's just tired and it's fully broken in. We have over 3,000 kilometers on our KRX 1000 now, so it's possible that the suspension is just getting a little more tired, and therefore we need to crank the preload up a little bit. Beautiful out today though, like my God. Calgary has no melt whatsoever now. Like we're out at, we're down at, what are we at? 14 degrees outside. That's crazy. So spring, or fake spring anyway, is here. So exciting, exciting times. We'll be out ripping the mud in no time now that the white stuff's gone. Jack this up and we'll take a look.
What's your guess?
Well, I think we set it at 185.
Yeah, it was 180.
Or was it 180? Okay.
Must have been, because I'm like...
I remember I said 200 and you were like, no, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
180, 190 or so.
Huh. Okay.
That one's good.
That one's good.
You know what we can do?
Yeah.
I want to throw some preload in her.
Yeah.
So we can measure. We'll just measure down to here.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then we'll
tighten that down a little.
Just pull these down like maybe 3 turns. Or we'll go 4 turns on the back and put 2 turns on the front.
Yeah?
Yep.
That'll just tighten it right up, eh?
Well, I'll give you a little more preload so it sits a little higher. So it's not sagged out a little bit.
We could do that, yeah, because like you said, got to give it a couple turns after a couple years anyways, right?
That's right. Yeah, still the same, 190 or so.
Yeah, right where it needs to be. Right where we set it before. Let's see what we're at in the front. Yep. Just shy of 200.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that one's looking good too. Crazy.
No leaks.
Okay, no leaks. So, a couple thousand kilometers on the machine since. No leaks whatsoever. Shock pressure is holding. So the only thing we are going to do while we have it jacked up is crank the preload up a little bit, and then we can get a little bit of ride height back. Because I would imagine over time either the springs are sagging or they're just getting tired. And with everything settling out, a few thousand kilometers on the machine now, we got to tighten that preload up a little bit. All right, you guys, so we got the KRX jacked up, took a look at it, all 4 shocks holding as they should. So I think that going from 14 to 13 inches is simply attributed to wear and tear, time, a little bit of spring sag. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we've got a little bit of spring sag in there. So I don't think that a guy needs to throw tenders on it, but we checked it. We have just shy of 200 PSI in all 4 corners, just like we pumped it up a year ago. So it's been holding. Those shock therapy caps did their job. We have no nitrogen bleed anymore, so that's good. And we did put about a 1/2 inch of preload into the front. So there's a 1/2 inch of preload in the front, and then we did 3/8 of an inch preload in the rear on those tenders. So with that extra little bit, we should see some height come back. I will measure it for you guys when I get it off the trailer and drive it around a little bit, but I do want to get a ride on it first before I give you guys that measurement. But anyways, long story short, you guys, that's our year update on our nitrogen fix for our KRX. We did not lose a bunch of height. It did not diminish our ride quality in any way, shape, or form. We've had a very good luck with this. I still think it's the best fix. I don't think you need to run out and buy tender springs right away. I do think you need to check that nitrogen pressure and add some in there. And you can go up to 200 pounds 200 PSI of either nitrogen or argon as per the Fox manufacturer. So if you guys are looking for a way to get some ride height back, if you're looking for a way to address what is spring sag on these Kawasaki KRXs, I would go ahead and throw some nitrogen in there and see the difference. You're gonna get a better ride, you're gonna get a better quality experience whenever you're out there on the trails, and you're gonna get that ground clearance back that you might have lost from not having enough nitrogen pressure. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smack that subscribe button. We appreciate the support on the channel, and we will see you guys on the next video. Until then, Country Slicker out of here.